Hello and welcome to Grim Reactions. I'm Eric and today we're watching episode 7 of WandaVision. So we're on episode 7 of WandaVision now, and the mystery just keeps getting grander, you know? You think you know what's going on, but then it turns out that that's not correct. And then it just keeps going, really. Last episode we saw Darcy get swallowed up, and a lot of, almost all of the sword people got swallowed up. So we'll see what that means for the world as it is. There's been rumblings about who might be responsible for all of this, and I didn't understand the commercial from last episode when it first came up. I was more focused on what it represented from the past, but it probably didn't represent anything from the past. It was probably very literal. The shark said that I'm snacking on your magic as your magic. So, who's the shark? Is it Mephisto? Is it someone else? It's something else? But since it is episode 7, I'm thinking that we need something major to happen. Because as far as I know, this is supposed to be 9 episodes. Not to say that, something major has happened in every episode, but something major, a major part on the way to a resolution, an answer. I feel like we need something along those lines, a big part of the puzzle. Instead of when Pietro showed up, or a lot of the episodes have been adding puzzle pieces but not fitting them into the image as a whole, and I feel like we need to complete a part of the puzzle this episode, because in the next episode we need to gear up for the grand finale, and then it's the grand finale in episode 9. So I'm really excited for this episode. So let's just jump into it, shall we? In the description down below you can find links to my Patreon and Discord server if you want to support me or come hang out. Fudge indeed, Darcy. It's interesting the way it's shifted, American Dream sitcom to we're making a sitcom that knows it's a sitcom, It's a very important shift. Because if you know that the show you're making is a show, you can make fun of the fact that it is a show. And morning. Yes, where is your husband? He is missing at the moment.
Letting our fear and anger get the best of us. Intentionally expanding the borders of the false world we created.
GameCube into... was GameCube, right? Into Atari, into Uno.
It's really noisy. I don't like it.
Resting.
Maybe change outfit. It's a nice outfit. It's too large. I think that's the problem. She made this area too large and can't control it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I think that's what it's about. Sorry, we're Wanda. What about Vision? Yeah, there he is. Created by Wanda Maximoff. Brilliant.
Make sure the team has everything they need. We launch today.
Yes, sir.
Launch what? What is your game plan, Hayward? Now we're changing to 16:9. Does he remember? Yeah, he remembers. He remembers being torn apart.
Yeah, I'm not great at this gig, I gotta be honest.
We locked eyes. There was a unspoken understanding. Hard pass.
Unlock her.
Uncle P said that thing about re-killing Dad.
Don't believe anything that man said. He is not your uncle.
Who is he?
Yeah, who is he?
You were counting on me to have all the answers, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Have no answers. Zip, zero, zip.
Oh, Wanda.
To believe that everything is meaningless.
Oh. You're becoming a nihilist?
But they'll be fine. Vision is made of vibranium. They literally inherited tough skin. Come on in. I'd get up, but I just don't want to.
Yeah. Oh, she's given up.
I promise I won't bite. I actually did bite a kitten.
Oh, really? That look? Like, yeah, you know, I'm joking. She is very suspicious.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, lady. You're not fine. You're having a breakdown.
Darcy made it through that last firewall, all right?
Oh, what?
Yes, what did she find?
Hayward wasn't decommissioning Vision. He was trying to bring him back online.
Hayward wants his sentient weapon back.
But the problem is Vision can't exist outside the Hex. So how are you gonna solve that?
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming. My mother would appreciate it.
Is this the person she's been in contact with? That's a Mars rover kind of looking freaking thing.
Fine, I'll go out with you, but I'm ordering the lobster.
Can't he just...
His tray's getting too heavy.
Oh, your bag back!
There we go, thank you.
Oh, hello, self. You know, part of me secretly wanted a guest spot on the show, but seriously, that sucked.
She's not going anywhere. Oh, not my nose.
Sorry.
So much for the strong man.
Great. Ah! Get out of here! Sorry, can't hear you.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a problem. You made this place too big and now you can't control what's going on. It's shifting time periods and just everything is just... Everything is disintegrating.
Why it's all falling apart and why...
Yes, it is falling apart.
Do you think maybe this is what you deserve?
You're not supposed to talk.
Yeah, she's losing control.
Like the world goes on without you? Do you just want to be left alone?
No, that's very appropriate.
Seizing your destiny and possibly more depression. You should not take risks unless your doctor has cleared you to move on with your life.
Yes, you need to move on, Wanda.
Because the world doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, or does it, Wanda? Does the world revolve around you?
Is it because Senior Scratchy is such a good listener?
No,
It's quiet?
it's because it's quiet.
Yeah. And why is that?
You're quiet, Agnes.
Oh,
On the inside.
yes. You can't listen to her. And where is Pietro?
It's our last shot, Jimmy.
Oh boy. Get in your little space car. And let's go.
It's our most heavily armored space rover.
Yeah, it is a space rover. Well, I mean, I doubt it. Like, it doesn't matter that it's an armored space rover. She's crossing into a different reality.
Good check.
the hardest, the most heavily armored space rover is still only equipped to deal with our reality. Oh, it's resisting. Yes, what did you think was gonna happen? You want to get in there, you just have to walk in. You can't try to cheat it.
I can get through.
Monica, no!
Whoa, that was really cool.
Truly an inspiration. Sorry.
Feels like it's a thicker boundary. Whoa. What happened to her eyes? Oh, this is so cool. You can see magnetic fields now.
So, Wanda killed me?
No.
Yes. But it's not that simple.
Or yeah, I mean she did. But then Thanos turned time back.
Wanda is creating these impediments to stop me returning home.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm blocking off the road. Or someone is trying to stop you from returning home, Vision.
I'm not amused.
I thought she just flipped a switch on your head and brought you back to life, but...
Something more than that. I mean, he doesn't have the stone anymore, the Infinity Stone.
Wanda, how did you get in here? Listen to me. This whole thing is about Vision. Get
out! Yes, what has happened?
Don't let him make you the villain.
Maybe I already am.
Yeah, maybe you already are. Oh boy, Agnes is gonna have to get involved now because this is not according to her plans.
Poor Wanda's been through enough.
This doesn't concern you. Wanda?
Run along, dear.
And the mailman. I've been I have it on record that I have been suspicious of the mailman for a while.
Oh, come
Crossing guard. I don't think it's Wanda keeping Vision out. I think it's Agnes. Agnes and the mailman are seeming like more and more important.
I'll just meet you there then.
Yeah.
Tea, hon?
Sure, thank you, Agnes.
Okay. Sit down.
Is the bunny something else? Something very important? Where did the kids go?
Where are the twins?
Oh, they're probably just playing in the basement.
Yes, Agnes is the villain. Is she? As some have suggested, Agatha Harkness, the witch. Now isn't this suspicious?
Billy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's looking more like it. But why would Agnes send her down here? So I think we can safely say that Agnes is the witch Agatha Harkness. Yeah.
You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you? The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Agatha all along.
That you haven't even noticed, and the pity is
Well, we have noticed.
And I killed Sparky too.
Yes, of course you did. That's what I suspected. Oh my word. So, a lot of fan theories turned out to be true, huh? She was Agatha Harkness. She's had this uncanny ability to just, like, show up when needed. So it feels like what it's felt like is that, you know, if we're going with the TV show similes, that Wanda has been the director of the show, but someone else was the producer. So, and maybe this was created from start to, like, maybe Agatha was, like, whispering in her ear, like some, like at the outset, at the very beginning, the reason this all exists. Maybe Wanda was given, like, someone she didn't know was, like, whispering in her ear. So she was affected by it and created it for that reason. I don't know though. What's interesting is I saw an article a couple of days ago about Funko Pops and how there was, like, one for the Halloween episode with Halloween Scarlet Witch and Halloween Vision. And it was them in their Halloween costumes. And there was also one for Pietro, but it didn't say Halloween Quicksilver on it or anything like that, or it didn't say Quicksilver or Halloween Pietro. It said Pietro Maximoff in quotes, which makes you suspicious. I'm a little peeved though, that because, like, as a concept, a show that is aware that it is a show is interesting to me. The first time, like, we got a hint of that when Agnes said to Wanda, like, oh, do you want to do you want to redo this scene? Do you want to, like, try this scene again because it didn't go the way it was supposed to? The next question now is, what's with the mailman? Because he's been given, like, it's been cutting to him at very specific times that makes you think that he has something more to do with it. Much in the same way that Agnes does. So he's the next one that we need to know what's his deal is. Is the mailman disguised? Has Agatha, like, with magic turned him into Pietro? Is he the one who's pretending to be the brother? The bunny is suspicious as well. What's the bunny like? Because if things can change from what they really are into different things, can be disguised and so on, then is the bunny Ralph her husband? Or is the mailman her husband? Or, like, I don't know enough about Agatha Harkness from the comics to make any sort of, like, predictions based on this. I know that she exists and that she at one point has taught Scarlet Witch Wanda. But that's about it. I don't know if Agatha Harkness is connected to Mephisto. Maybe she is. I don't know. I'm not as learned as I would like to in the Marvel universe, not cinematic universe, but the whole Marvel universe, like comic books. What is it now? It's like 60 years of comics. What I do know is that I'm very interested in what's going to happen next. Monica is a superhero all of a sudden. She can, like, see magnetic fields and perhaps utilize them. I mean, she just turned into whatever she turned into, so it's going to be a learning period for her. like they said in this episode, that it's been Agatha all along. It's been Agnes all along. But like, to what extent? You know, she keeps showing up, like Vision pointed out in one episode, that we'll be fine. Someone's gonna show up straight away with exactly the item we need. And Agnes showed up. The commercial this time around was very much easier to understand. It was speaking directly to Wanda. And like, what do you do? What's like if you don't want to face reality, or if you want a different reality, because she doesn't want to accept reality. But the thing is, she needs to accept reality, and she is alone, because if she doesn't accept that, she can't find people like Monica. And Monica really seems to be looking out for Wanda. So I wonder, I mean, Vision is clearly there physically, because we saw he was falling apart, or maybe he's not. No, but I mean, if he was just a figment of Agatha's imagination, like something created by Agatha, then he wouldn't be able to leave the hex whatsoever, right? I mean, he left and started getting pulled apart, but he wasn't really pulled apart when he died. Now, the next part that is highly interesting is how powerful is Agatha, you know? What can she do? Is she the reason for the twins? Did she create them? And that's why Wanda has not been able to control them? Because it's clear, I mean, the twins can't be real. They can only exist here in Westview, in the hex. Were they removed because they were a threat? No, but I mean, if Agatha created them, then because one of the twins reacted to how she was quiet inside. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to find out. And now we have to wait an entire freaking week for the next episode, which freaking sucks, man. But at the same time, it lets you digest fully what's happened and get hype for the next episode. So yeah. That was episode 7. Only 2 more episodes to go. And I am so here for it. I thought that something a major puzzle piece was going to be laid in this episode, and it was. We found out who has been pulling the strings all along, who has been the one behind the camera, so to speak, of this show. And it's been Agnes. Until next time, I guess. And with that said, I'm done. This has been Grim Reactions. I've been Eric. I thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.